Welcome F1 fans, where qualifying will be starting in the next few minutes as the teams prepare to get out on track at the Sochi Autodrome here in Russia.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Limitless episode here, and we're going around Russia this time, obviously, 'cause it's the calendar. And just before we get into the actual footage of the gameplay, I just want to run a few updates past you guys. At the minute, the way things are going, this is only going to be coming out once a week, because it's kind of hard to record a 50% race and then edit it and then do this afterwards, simply because you just don't have enough time to do it all in the same day, and because I don't live on my own, I obviously have people in the house at the same time, and I'm going to get interrupted quite a few times, so all that stuff is going to happen. But and also there will be other videos out, or obviously on the channel during the week, but this is only going to be once a week, and unfortunately Subscriber Championship isn't on this weekend, simply because the Bahrain Grand Prix is on at 4 o'clock GMT, and because it starts at 6 o'clock GMT, the race probably won't be finished until about 5:30, 5:45 maybe. So Tom, or Foxy98, has decided that that's too close of a time gap to obviously stop watching the race, get on Xbox and set everything up, and then get everyone in the party together, and then get all the recording software together, then record an intro and all that stuff, which is fair enough, because it's quite a tight thing when you do that. And obviously I don't think many people will be there anyway, because it'll be Easter weekend, or well, for us it'll be Easter weekend, obviously depending on where you are it might not be Easter for you, but it would be tight anyway, with the Bahrain Grand Prix only just finishing about 15 minutes before the actual Super Championship races will be due to start. So there'll be no Super Championship this weekend, unfortunately. So you're just gonna have to just accept it. Really, it can go back to normal after Easter, in about next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday. But anyway, that's qualifying done. As you can see, we start 7th. Not the best result, really. Seeming as Vettel got pole, not really the best result. But just have to grin and bear it, really. Nico Rosberg getting 4th. Being qualified by Ricardo, which is a surprise, really, because you don't really expect a Red Bull to be up there, because Red Bull aren't very good on this career mode at the minute. They're the 3rd best team, I think they are. So it's going to be difficult for them until they get upgrades in. But and and our new rival is Lewis Hamilton, so that's great. It's going to be great fun trying to beat him. Yay! But we go down in our driver standings, and just go ahead and listen to the qualifying goals, and I will hand over to Crofty and Anthony Davidson to introduce you to the race.
Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing.
To turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
It's nice to see that the engineer cares about me to give me advice about how to go on the run into turn 1, which is always nice, because as you all know, if you play F1, the turn 1 around Russia in career mode with the AI isn't really the best place to go, really, and you always want to be in front of it all, so you can then just run away with the race and just win it simply. Because the AI, for some reason around turn 1, just forget how to drive. But anyway, we now go to 5 red lights, and we are off for the Russian Grand Prix here. And we get an alright start. It's nobody can overtake us. Nobody's gonna. Well, Perez might overtake us, Oh my god, they've died. Safety car has been deployed straight away. Hamilton is out of the race. Vettel's out of the race. What has happened there? This is a slow-mo on board with Rosberg, who probably had the best view, really. And now we cut to Ricardo, and what is that? Oh my... Oh, okay. They are mounting each other. That is mounting. Somehow, Ricardo's still got his front wing. How is that put... Oh. I mean, just to add insult to injury, he just gets taken out by a Sauber. Thank game. That's a huge crash. I mean, what has happened there? And like I said before, the AI just seems to be really inept around going turn 1 around here. I don't know why. But after the safety car went in, we're now on the restart, and we're going to try and overtake a few cars ahead of us. But we do have a Williams behind us, so it's going to be tough. Max Verstappen is going very slow here, and well, that was easy. That was an easy overtake. And now we go down the inside of Perez, maybe, and we've got a Toro Rosso fighting for the lead. But well, he was, but now we've overtaken him. And now we're going to go side by side with Rosberg round this long left-hander, and have we got it done? He's going to go down the inside, and he's spun out. Now, I don't know whether that's my fault or not, like whether I should have left more space, but he wasn't anywhere near enough down my inside for me to warrant me giving him enough space. So, write in the comments below if you think that's my fault or not. I mean, if you do, then fair enough, it's your own opinion. But there's a lot of people going out here, and I don't know why. Kvyat's out of his home Grand Prix. Let's just see why they all retired from the Grand Prix. So this is Kvyat coming down. I'm assuming this is a result of Rosberg. And that is the tamest contact you will ever see in your life. How can that break someone's wheel? Come on, Codemasters, sort your game out. That's the tamest contact I've ever seen in my life. That doesn't break someone's wheel, for God's sake. Anyway, coming into the pit lane for our one and only pit stop. I was going to go on to mediums, as you probably saw at the beginning of the race. But because of the safety car, I decided to change it. So, you know, I was allowed, it helped me, it enabled me to go longer in the race on the super soft tyres. So what that in turn made me think was, oh, I might as well go into the softs, because then the softs will last until the end of the race, most likely. And because there's no tyre wear around Russia, it helps. But as we go down the inside of Kevin Magnussen, was that? Just for that position, just to keep us safe in the top 5. But now we come to the middle of the 9th lap, and we're now going to go down the inside of a McLaren. Wasn't really that hard, really, because they don't really have any pace at all. And we now go down the inside of... Oh, we're not going down the inside. We're now going to go use DRS to try and overtake Felipe Massa. No, it's Bottas, my mistake. But it's surprisingly... Well, I mean, he wasn't going to give it up easily, I can tell you that. But we surprisingly get past the Williams quite easily in a straight line. And now we've just got Sainz, Perez and Rosberg, I'm assuming, ahead of us. But so Sainz and Perez have already pit at this point. And because Rosberg started on the soft tyres, he's gone long. And obviously, as you can see, it's not worked, because I've already caught him back up, and I was leading the race, and he was behind me, I think, at the point where I pitted. So his strategy has near enough not paid off. So that's a terrible strategy there, Rosberg. And that was it, really. Pretty dominant here, and we come round the final two corners to take first place here. So yeah, pretty dominant performance here at the Russian Grand Prix. I know I only finished 8.8 seconds ahead of Rosberg, but you know, it was dominant because he was on the super soft tyres at the end, and he was never going to catch us one person, so Daniel Ricciardo, getting 8th, which is a good recovery considering that crash that he had at the beginning of the race. A loss of DNFers, surprisingly, here. Jenson Button retired at some point, but that what else can you expect from a McLaren Honda? And that's coming from a McLaren fan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just, I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, moving on to the driver standings after that race, we've now moved into first place, and we've gone 12 points ahead of Hamilton because of his crash. And Rosberg has gone ahead of Vettel and Ricciardo in the championship, so it's getting quite tight in the championship. And in the constructors, because of Vettel and Hamilton not scoring any points and me finishing ahead of Rosberg, that means that Ferrari has now gone ahead of Mercedes in the championship. So, it's going to be quite interesting rest of the season, this. So, if you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like and a comment. This is just me making an upgrade to the car, which we'll see in the next episode. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!